Everyone, welcome to the show. So, Republican Congressman George Santos says he'd rather go to jail than to let us all know who fronted his bail money. That's what it said in a recent court filing. As I recently shared, the judge presiding over Santos' case held a closed door bail hearing. And the judge agreed to a very unusual request to keep the identities of the three people who apparently sprung him from jail, after his arrest last month, agreed to keep their identities secret. So several media outlets filed requests with the court. They asked for these names to be unsealed in the interest of the public, especially since Santos is a congressman, right? So the judge gave the defense until yesterday, June 5th, to respond. Santos' response was basically what you would expect. It says in part, quote, "There is little doubt that the suretors will suffer some unnecessary form of retaliation if their identities and employment are revealed." It goes on to say that they, quote, "are likely to suffer great distress, may lose their jobs, and God forbid, may suffer physical injury." I mean, really? Come on. Physical injury? Like, who in the hell is going to go hurt these people? Who cares? I mean, yeah, everybody wants to know, but not so they can go dox these people or harm them. It's not like Trump, right? This is Santos. People really don't care other than the fact that he's a con artist. So anyway, Santos' attorney also wrote that his client, quote, "would rather surrender to pretrial detainment than subject these suretors to what will inevitably come." I will admit if I'm wrong, guys, but come on. I seriously doubt anyone cares that much. So anyway, today the judge sided with the media. She said that she will unseal their names, but she's given Santos until Friday to file an appeal. So if he doesn't file an appeal by then, which I'm sure he will, he has the option. He can make good on his word. He can go to jail. I personally think that the people who funded his campaign are the people who are behind this bond, behind bailing him out. Because remember, Santos claimed that he lent his campaign $700,000 at a time when his reported income was about $50,000 a year. And he had been recently evicted. I mean, he had been evicted multiple times for non-payment of rent, but he had very recently been evicted for non-payment of rent. So we still don't know, where the hell did this money come from? What we do know is it didn't come from him. So I have no proof, but I suspect that the people who fronted him that money went to him and said, "Look, we want you to be happy. We want you to be a free man. You just need to keep your mouth shut. You just need to not tell the authorities that we're the ones who gave you that money." So that's what I think. Others have speculated that it's Steve Bannon's BFF, that Chinese billionaire, Go Wengwei, I think is how you say his name. Insider published a story about it. They said that Santos had been very complimentary of Wengwei in recent Twitter posts. I don't know what to make of it. I'm not really buying it. But in any case, I'm good with door number one or number two, right? I prefer to know who paid his bail. But if they want to just keep their identities hidden and throw Santos in jail, that's a great second option as far as I'm concerned. And by the way, the House Ethics Committee, who's investigating Santos as well, they also asked for the identities of these people who bailed him out. And his attorney refused. His attorney said, "Nope, can't answer that question." In this letter that they sent to Santos from the committee asking about who bailed him out, they also asked about, quote, "any payment made by you or on your behalf to the co-signers as compensation for securing the bond." And according to Santos' own attorney, that bond payment qualifies as a gift to a member of Congress. So either way, I mean, if he keeps that money and he keeps the bail in place and he remains a free man, he would have to disclose their identities anyway when he files his campaign filings. So anyway, in other Santos news, his director of operations, who I mentioned before, creepy guy, Vish Burra, He is kind of sort of being accused of accepting payments in return for giving a job to a Santos staffer in his congressional office. Former Santos staffer, a guy named Derek Myers, who I've also mentioned before, he is the guy who accused Santos of touching him inappropriately. He told the House Ethics Committee that he sent at least 7 payments of $150 each to Burra. And he literally has the receipts to back this up. He provided emails, texts, also Venmo receipts showing these payments that he sent to Burra. Myers admitted that Burra never asked for the money, but he did once send a text to Myers asking him to send more pizza. He told the committee that for some reason, I don't know why, he knows the reason why, but for some reason, he believed that Burra was working for free and that he couldn't afford food. And in one text exchange, Myers asked Burra, quote, "Did you get payroll yet?" And Burra replied, quote, "No, you didn't have to do that, man. I'm going to pay you back for sure." And then Myers also admitted that he hoped the payments would help him to secure the job at Santos' office. He was right. Myers was hired, but then he only lasted like a week. And as you guys might recall, it was pretty funny why Santos fired him. He said, oh, we found this story that's kind of concerning in your background check. I mean, come on, it's Santos. I mean, this is just laughable considering his background. So anyway, that's when Myers made the allegation of sexual harassment. So that's where it stands as of now. I will let you guys know. Like I said, Santos has until Friday to file that appeal if he wants to still try to keep these people secret. It's not going to work, though. I mean, even in the case of that cryptocurrency con guy, Sam Bankman-Fried, he initially, like Santos, was able to keep his bail suretors a secret, but even that was overturned. And that was a much more high profile case where you had people donating to him, Democrats, Republicans. I mean, he had major contacts all over the world, and high profile people. So it's not going to work. I just don't see any situation, any scenario in which Santos is allowed to keep these people secret. So looks like he's going to jail. I wonder if he can still vote from jail. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, guys, I'll let you know if I hear any more or when I hear more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.